Hello there. It's been a while. I stream like shit. Anyways, let's prepare the game. I actually didn't open it yet, and I don't know if it works, but I assume it does. I like to assume it does. What are we playing today? Well, it's a game called Tyrion Cutberth. Looks like a ripoff. I will say this. Doesn't bring me like a lot of idea that it's going to be any good. But it could be. It could be. You don't say bad things about the cover of books before reading it unless they're like something. Anyways, I guess I should start. Okay, let's see. I like the music. I don't like the menu. Looks kinda shitty. Lower it a bit. Let me check if I sent the tweet I wanted to send. Yes, I did. I'm ready, I guess. So yeah, let's start this. It's going to be a long night, so let's begin. Man, this is a bad menu. I don't like how the menu looks. So, but it was cheap, so I'm not going to give it to them like it was that bad. The fields of battle are filled with suffering and despair. On them are a clash of souls. Souls brought to conflict by the corrupt powers that rule over them. Okay. Rhys Rudolph. Occupation servant, age 34. Arcane art, none. I was transporting a client in my carriage that evening. We were driving by the McCoy's tavern when we heard a disturbance. I was worried that something was amiss, so I walked into the building to see what the commotion was. There I saw the defendant. She was lit by the blue glow of the dining room lights. And she was stabbing the victim with her magical sword. Objection! That's very, very Ace Attorney coded. Mr. Rudolph, you testified that you saw my client murdering the victim. And you supposedly saw her casting magic while doing so? Yes, I could never forget such a grisly sight. The moment was burned into my memory. I see, well, it's funny that you say that. How so? Because your entire testimony was a complete lie. Yeah, everything. The only difference is that it looks very, like... Well, it looks more anime than usual. You know? I don't know how to say it. The art doesn't inspire confidence. But it's, I would say that it's very, there's something that, something there, something, you know? Hey, how is it doing, Scooty? Gonna drink a bit. How you doing? I can't say that I am not super... This is a very cold, what you call a cold open of this game. That's great to know. I started a bit late. That's what Doug does. How I am myself? Well, I'm recuperating for what I believe was either seasonal depression or me being lazy. I'm not sure. I'm recuperating from that. Which is not, doesn't mean that I'm sad. It just means that I feel like doing nothing for a while. Which makes me like do less. Which I don't like. Which makes me feel like shit. But then I'm trying to like get back on it. And well, I am having my night, you know? Normally I stream at this night. Last week I didn't stream and I felt like, I felt really bad for not streaming, you know? Even though I know that I don't have like a grand audience, I like to have something like scheduled. And if I don't do anything, like, if I have to do something, I shall do that thing. There's no problem. I do what I have to do. But if I don't stream for no reason, then it's kind of like then I stop doing other things, and like this is the least effort thing I do, which I wish I would take more seriously, in my opinion. But yeah. Anyways.
Objection!
Okay, are you accusing the witness of perjury? Surely you know that such accusation can't be made lightly, Mr. Cutberth. My accusation is far from baseless, still wind. Weird. Think about the state of the crime scene at the time of the murder. I don't know anything about this. I don't care. I haven't found a care in the world about this. The witness couldn't have seen anything, much less a homicide. He knows something. But the battlefield, there are still a few people who carry the ideals of justice within their heart. But you have to understand this. Are the ideas truly just? Or are they simply lies fed to us by our elders? Okay. Damn it. Damn it. Flintheart, you fool. Why could you have just listened to me? Rudolph, I require your assistance. Yes, sir? By the scale lord, what did you killed him. Alert the town guard. Tell them that you saw his daughter fleeing the scene. I'm sure the neighbors heard them arguing with each other. They will immediately suspect her. At once, sir. Okay. Earlier that day... Yeah, he's very... It's a tarnish, I would call it. It does feel like it. You feel yourself slowly succumbing to unbearable pain. You don't think you'll be able to survive this much longer. Are you sure you're okay, Cutberth? You look like you're about to pass out. Okay. Don't worry about me, Miss Kimura. I'm fine. You've been riding this carriage for days. You're definitely not fine. With each bump in the road, you feel yourself becoming more and more nauseous. There we go. Man. It's taking every ounce of willpower to hold down your lunch. I'm perfectly fine. If you say so. You feel the carriage drive over a large bump in the road. You can feel and hear your stomach retching in protest. The stew you ate for lunch doesn't taste nearly as good as the second time. On a second thought... that's better. You take a deep breath of fresh air. It's the first breath you've taken today that hasn't threatened to come back out. Sorry about this. I didn't expect the roads in this town to be this uneven. I suppose they don't get a lot of traffic here. You have been on the road with your mentor for days. Together, you have been searching for a man named Flintheart McCoy. Supposedly, he's been a voice of dissidence against King Oliver for the last few decades. You have no idea what kind of business Miss Timora would have with him. But you know better than ask questions about her affairs. Hello, travelers. Welcome to Cornhaven. A local merchant steps out from the nearby shops. He has a wide smile on his face, and he approaches your carriage with an enthusiasm of a starving vulture. Would a pair of dignified individuals such as yourself care for a refreshing drink? He certainly has a friendly expression, but his thoughts seem very analytical. Well, I don't need a drink, but... Mr. Mora glances at you, and your stomach rumbles in agreement. Ah, of course. I just have a thing for an upset stomach. With a courage like that, I bet I could fleece them for a lot. Thoughts and emotions are laid bare through your eye of horrors. But the merchant's expression doesn't betray a hint of what he's truly thinking. You wonder if his false smile could get any bigger. At this rate, he might dislocate his jaw. How about 2 flasks of apple juice for 50 silver pieces? You may find the price daunting, but it's organic and fresh-made apple juice. It's just store-bought juice, but I bet they can't even tell the difference. Out of the corner of my eye, you spot an empty bottle of store-bought apple juice. It's resting on a table inside the merchant shop. Store-bought apple juice should have been added to your notes. Trust me, it's worth the extra gold. Normally, the price wouldn't matter that much to you, but you don't appreciate being treated like an easy mark. You have started an argument with another character. During an argument, your opponent will make claims, and that you need to respond. To respond incorrectly, you lower your opponent's confidence. Responding incorrectly will lower your confidence, and once you run out of confidence, you will lose the argument. I think you need to elaborate. I know that this apple juice is organic, but where is it made? Brewed by the hardworking people of this town, of course. In a small town like ours, we only deal with locally sourced products. Okay, you present shit. You say that, but I can see an empty bottle of store-bought juice inside your shop. Why would you have something like that if you only deal with organic products? How did that get there? Make no mistake, I only have that because I want to see how my price compares to that of the city. And let me tell you, the mass-produced slop doesn't even compare to my product. What an obvious lie. This juice is worth far more than what I'm offering. Interpreting during garments. For certain claims, you will need to look at your opponent's thoughts and emotions. Choose the correct response and depend on the information. Logic, choose this option if your opponent's thoughts contradict something in your notes. Intuition, choose this option if your opponent's thoughts contradicts their claims. Empathy, choose this option if your opponent's emotion contradicts his claims. I guess intuition. Sir, it's obvious that those flags are only worth 5 SP. Well, how did you... Well, it's clear you're a very shrewd man. Right. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot a child watching you from afar. Your eye fixes on the flags of apple juice. How about 20 SP for 3 flasks? Of course, sir. Oh, so it's like literally an isekai town. The kingdom of Wyvern Grade, Guard, established several centuries ago by 7 high archmages. The kingdom is currently ruled by King Oliver the Wyvern Guard and the mages of his nobility. The nobility will tell you that our marvelous kingdom is a land of prosperity and happiness. A land where its people share the wealth and score provided by the kingdom's magic. Thank you, I haven't had anything like this in years. The chill passion thoughts tell you exactly how much score the kingdom is sharing. I didn't know you had an eye for rural economics. Well, I suppose I just have a good intuition for these sort of things. Or do you use your another kind of eye? Don't get me wrong, your so-called Eye of Courage is an amazing gift. You should take every opportunity to hone it. But try to be more subtle next time. If I can't see through you, others will be able to as well. Right. Anyway, this some asking around while you were haggling. Supposedly the McCoy Tavern should be north of here. If my tip is correct, this should be the place. Wait, this is the McCoy Tavern? With the state is calling it a tavern is pretty generous. I find it hard to believe that this has a secret meeting place of dissident. But now that you think about it, maybe that's the entire point. The tavern has been shut down for years. Nowadays, Flintheart just uses it to host his rallies. Although I do wonder why they've been keeping themselves afloat for this long. Hey Yolo, the McCoy Tavern is closed. A Grafman approaches your carriage as you step out of it. He's saying you and Miss Timora to clear look contempt his fate. Take it that you're Flintheart McCoy. I am, what of it? Sorry for not writing ahead of time, but I'm Rui Timora. I wanted to speak with you. Ruby Timora. Wait, there, Ruby Timora? An animosity he initially had immediately vanished. He lets out a laugh, as it's as if he were meeting an old friend. Why didn't you say so? Come on in. You don't expect someone like him to know about Miss Timora, but you're supposed to. It makes sense. You're both fighting against the same enemy, albeit in different ways. Sorry for the mess, I haven't exactly been... Well, anyways, what brings you here? I take it you didn't journey all this way to see my work tavern. I'm here on behalf of my client. We have a proposition that you might be interested in. Is there anywhere where we could talk more privately? Sure, the kitchen is empty. Wonderful. Tyrion, take care while I speak with McCoy. What? Don't you need my help? There's no need for that. Like hell, there's no need for that. She's trying to make me make a deal with Flintheart. You can easily read her thoughts to help her. You desperately want to object, but she shoots you a stern glance. Freezes you up. You slowly look away from her. You spend more time waiting alone in the tavern dining area. It's already been hours since Miss Timora and Flintheart went to talk on the kitchen. You can hear a faint murmur from behind the closed door. You've been resisting the urge to eavesdrop. But even from here, you can tell that their conversation is slowly becoming more frustrated. Like they're going to be a while. Well, it's a good thing you always bring a chess set around. You're bringing out a small chessboard that you carry around since you were a child. Chess can be played with one person, and you always taken advantage of that. Checkmate. You win against yourself. This time as black. Motors, I played these games already. And I have won 7 out of 10 times as black. Hello? Statistically, white is more likely to win. Unbeknownst to you, you're thinking out loud. So why am I preparing so much better when playing as black? Hello? You don't notice her, and you are verbalizing your thoughts just as fast as you're thinking them. Am I becoming overconfident as white because it has first move advantage? Because that very advantage is affecting my choices and making me play in a suboptimal manner. If a personal quirk is making me play illogically, then I need to correct it. Hey! What? How long have you been standing there? It's been about time you noticed me. I have been trying to get your attention for a while now. Oh, sorry. Do you know what my dad is? Your dad? Flintheart McCoy. I'm his daughter, Celeste. Oh, Flintheart is speaking with my mentor right now. I wanted to show him something. Do you know when they will be done? I don't know, they've been speaking in the kitchen for a while now. You heard Miss Timora voice getting louder and more frustrated, but Celeste doesn't seem to notice. Ray seems to be focused on your chessboard. This is chess, right? Are you playing against someone? Oh, I'm playing against myself, actually. Oh, that's... You feel judgmental stare. Playing alone helps me develop new strategies. Plenty of professionals do it. Hey, I'm not the type to shame a man for playing with himself. Eh? That's... Relax, I'm just joking. Anyway, if you're still waiting for your mentor, do you want to play a game? Oh, you know how to play? Sure, I have read about this before. You read about it? This table is so dusty. She takes a seat on the other side of the table. Tries to set up her side of the board, but fumbles with the pieces. Stares at one of them confused. How do I arrange these things again? A part of you regrets accepting her challenge, but it would be impolite to back up now. Here, I'll arrange them for you. Thanks! Checkmate. You defeat her in 2 moves. Wait, what? Are you... already? How did you do that? Usually I guess telling her what the name of the mate was. Rematch me. I want to do over. Sure, why not? Not as if you have anything better to do. Let the bro forward as she tries to decide on her next move, but she hasn't realized that the game is already finished. Here, she moves her knight in a position to attack your queen. You should have stopped your assault on her king, but checkmate. A scholar mate this time. What? Come on, how do you keep doing that? You look at the closed door to the kitchen. Drinker and Mr. Martin is becoming louder. It doesn't sound like they're being done anytime soon. Again, I'll definitely beat you this time. For someone who has clearly never played before, she could be improving with each game. It's impressive. She's observing your strategy and adapting them to her playstyle. With the way she's playing now, she could even defeat a national ranked noble. Checkmate. But even so, you have been playing this game for a lot longer than she has. Why are you always one step ahead of me? It's like you're reading my mind. As if you even need to. Just one more game. I'll get you this time. Hello, Cutberth. Miss Timora emerged from the kitchen with Flint card. They both look mentally exhausted. It looked like the negotiation didn't go well. Hi, Dad. Oh, hello, sweetie. Flint looked irritated, but as soon as he sees Celeste, he could hide it behind a smile. You wonder what their discussion was about. What's this, some kind of game? Mr. Brown glanced at the pieces on the board. Don't feel too bad about losing to him. He's nationally ranked. Oh, you're a professional? That's why you're wearing a suit? No, chess is just a hobby. I'm actually a defense attorney. An attorney? Speaking of which, we should probably be on our way. Sorry for refusing you after you came all this way. I really respect what you're doing. I don't want anything to do with your mage friend. You wonder what he meant by that. Was Miss Timora trying to introduce him to one of our clients? Anyway, it's getting late. If you leave now, you won't get back to the city until morning. She's right. This region is littered with bandits and brigands. You wouldn't want to run into them this late. I guess you have a point. We have plenty of empty rooms that you can stay in until morning. It's the least I can do to offer you all the way you came. Well, it's not too much to travel. We might as well stay here until tomorrow. This tavern is shut down, but we'll still have sheets and blankets. I will get the rooms ready. Celeste and Flint leave their dining area to get your rooms ready. You left in the dining room with Miss Timora. So I take it that the negotiation didn't go well? No, I didn't expect him to be so stubborn. Honestly, I have no idea what the man has against mages. Well, there's one way to find out. Why are you being so secretive? If you have been with Flinkheart, it's related to our client, I can't tell. It wasn't important and your presence was not necessary. This is an obvious lie, but you can't read a single thought from her mind. She's had years of practice hiding her thoughts from the eye of Horus. Celeste enthusiastically came back downstairs, but she seemed to have noticed the tension between you and Timora. Sorry to interrupt, but your rooms are ready now. Right, thank you. An awkward silence hangs in the air as you and Mr. Timora head upstairs. You reach up the upper hallway and see 2 rooms that Celeste prepared for you. Timora stops before entering her room. You were playing chess with Flinkheart's daughter earlier. Was she any good? Not at first, but she got a lot better as we kept playing. Sorry for leaving you there for so long. I didn't expect our discussions to last that long. No, it's fine. Despite everything, I enjoy playing against her. I see. Well, I suppose you are at that age. No, it's not like that. It's just that our outside tournaments, I never really get to play against another player. And you only ever want to play shogi against me. Because shogi is clearly superior. It's completely anarchy. What is it? What it is? You just bring a fallen piece back to life like some kind of necromancer. It adds depths. Dropping and adds a dimension of play that isn't present in chess. Let's look at each other. You position are ready made. After a few moments of silence, you both burst out laughing. I'm sorry if it looks like I don't trust you. I know you're just trying to help. But there are some things about my work that I can't tell you about yet. Oh, Vortis, how are you doing? I was a bit distracted. I'm trying this this game. You know, it's very Ace Attorney coded, I would say. But one day I will tell you everything, right? I'm sorry for prying. I just want to show you I'm ready to be an attorney. You are. I know you are. The rare praise from your mentor catches you off guard. Anyway, get some rest. You should mentally prepare yourself for the journey tomorrow. Right. You completely forgot about the carriage ride back. You can already feel your stomach churning in protest. You lay in the bed that the McCoys prepared for you, and as you close your eyes, you slowly drift into a deep slumber. As this happens, you feel something invasive. Your mind drifts away, and you feel yourself being pulled elsewhere. You find yourself in a surreal and unsettling landscape. You're finally certain that you are dreaming right now, but some instinct in your back of your mind tells you that something is fundamentally wrong about this. You see a woman in a far distance. She's staring directly at you. What presence? She murmurs something, but you can't quite make it out. Is she trying to say something to you? Finally found. I finally found you, Kevin. Oh. I finally found you, Heavensport. Oof. You can't exactly remember what the woman said to you, but whatever her words were, they sent a piercing chill down your spine. Your breath is heavy and your heart is beating at 100 miles per hour. Calm down, it's just a dream. At least that's what you're trying to tell yourself. Please, just let me explain. I don't want to hear it. You heard the voice of Celeste and Fleetheart ring out downstairs. It must be extremely late. What could they possibly be arguing about this hour? I want you out of my house, out! A dead silence lingers in the air before you hear someone rush out of the tavern. Whoever left slams the door behind them. What was that all about? It's none of your business. You only met those two today. We'll probably best not to get involved in their affairs. Unless you tell yourself that a brief image of Celeste's smile appears in your mind. Damn it. You slowly make your way out of your room, but the hall is nearly pitch black. You can barely see a few inches ahead of you. You have to watch your step to avoid tripping. Turning to Flintheart, who was slowly walking up the stairs. Even this close, it's hard to see his expression in the darkness. Sorry, I just heard... Right, I forgot you two were... His words trailed soft. Is everything okay? Sorry, I was just going to... You awkwardly skim past Flintheart and head to downstairs. He doesn't move out of the way. It's clear his mind is elsewhere. You're at the dining table, but you don't see Celeste anywhere. Honestly, though, it's hard to tell how dark the room is. Are you still here? You don't receive an answer. You remember hearing someone slam the front door earlier. Your eyes slowed. Okay. Celeste? No one. Celeste, where are you? The merchant you spoke with before steps out of the shop holding a lantern. He appears to be irritated by all the noise you've been making. Oh, you're the kid that came from before. Do you have any idea what time it is? This is in the city. You can't just make a bunch of noise like this. Right, sorry. I was just looking for Celeste. Who? Celeste McCoy. She's Flintheart's doctor. The merchant's expression becomes a little colder. Do you know them? What do you want to with that bastard? Dumb mage. What? Those two probably woke up half the street with all their yelling. I don't need you keeping us up too. If I hear any more noise, I'm going to call the town guard. Before you can go get a word in, the merchant walks back into the home in a huff. You look around, but you still don't see any sign of Celeste. You decide to continue your searching. I can't believe I said those things to her. She'll never forgive me for this. I see your temper is short as ever, Flintheart. You? Honestly, how do you live in this darkness? Look so. What are you doing here? How dare you bring that witchcraft into my house? You've been busy lately. The little rallies have gained quite a lot of support. Too much support for my old family's liking. And what? You come all this way to convince me to stop? You have my word. If you stop spreading dissidence, no harm will come to you or your family. Your word is as good as dirt. You leak off the King Oliver's boot. As if I ever trust the words of a murderer like you. Sweetheart, please. As someone you can once called a friend, I'm only going to ask you one time. Friend? Friend? Yeah, no. I agree. I can't agree with that. Like, there's something with the art style that everyone looks like average or normal, covering a few things, or Code Geass coded. I'll be dead in the ground before I call the likes of you a friend. I don't have time for your nonsense. Unfortunately, let me go a bit with the Code Geass. Unfortunately, I don't think you have much time for anything. Damn it. Damn it. Flintheart, you fool. Why couldn't you just listen to me? Okay, he's very Code Geass coded. Rudolph, I require your assistance. Yes, sir? The Scarlet Lord, what did you? You killed him. Alert the town guard. Tell them you saw his daughter fleeing the scene. I'm sure their neighbors heard them arguing with each other. They immediately suspect her. At once, sir. You have been searching for Celeste for a while. How long have you been outside? 2 hours? 3? However long it's been, it's clearly taking a little toll on you. Where is she? What am I doing now? You hear a faint voice. Could it be? She also looks very Code Geass coded, if you ask me. As you peer behind an old tree, you find her. Like as tired as you, probably even more so. Her eyes are puffy and red, but she's doing her best to hide it with a smile. I have been looking all over for you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm guessing we woke you up? Yeah, it's everything okay? It's nothing. It was just an argument. But for the way she reacted, it's clearly not common. You suppose that it's none of your business. You say to not pry further. Have you been looking for me all this time? I have. Wait, her occupation is mercenary. And she's 19. But I'm okay now. You should get back. What about you? I think I'm going to stay out a little longer. You know that you should mind your own business, but I'm sure whatever happened before you two is nothing you can talk about. It does happen a lot, but sometimes Miss Timora and I get in fights too. But no matter what happens, we'll always be able to talk it through. Sorry, I know it's none of my business, but no, I really appreciate it. Thank you. You're right. Let's go back. What? But it's now surrounded by several carriers and knights clad in plate armor. Is that the Inquisition? What? The Arcane Inquisition, they're an order of knights to investigate crimes committed using magic. As you say the word crimes, you and Celeste share a glance and come to the same realization. Both of you rush to the turn, but Celeste outpaces you by a large margin. What? No! No! Reaches the turn before you, and before anyone can stop her, she takes a look inside the inn. Whatever she saw makes her cry out in anguish. She drops to the ground in tears. There she is. Celeste McCall, by the authority of the Wingrave Crown, I place you under arrest. Surprisingly, she's able to break free from his grip and tries to push forward into the tavern. Noticing the commotion, 3 other knights rush and grab her and begin dragging her away. She kicks and screams against them, desperately trying to break free. Even between the 3 knights, it's taking a lot of their strength to subdue her. What are you doing to her? What's going on here? Tyrion. Miss Timora. I should have known that he was one of yours. Stay out of the way. Miss Timora, what's going on? Why is the Inquisition here? I'm surprised myself. But from what I understand, Tyrion McCall has been murdered. Murdered? Well, that's... they should have wind down that one. Okay. This is obviously Rampy. I can see that this was made on Rampy. You followed the Inquisition back in the city where Celeste is being detained. According to Miss Timora, Celeste was the prime subject in Flintheart murder, and due to the supposed nature of the crime, her case would be pushed to a trial immediately. But many elements of this video still don't make sense. The Inquisition only investigate crimes committed using magic. The way Celeste in the prime's past, could she be a mage? This is ridiculous. She has the right to speak to an attorney. Anyway, you find yourself met with another hurdle, a very frustrating one. Yeah, well, we can't let you see her until she has been processed. Praise in an hour. How she has not been processed yet? I don't know how to tell you. I wish I could. You don't need to use the eye to know what that's a complete lie. So you're really planning on defending her. Do you know she can even afford a lawyer? I just can't stand here and do nothing. Yeah, you can feel the Rampy like here. Like there's some Rampy, like they remove most of the functionality, but this is clearly Rampy. I know that look. I was saving this for a special occasion, but Attorney Runestone has been added to your notes. This is an Attorney Runestone. If you're going to defend her, you're going to need one. You're going to clear up. You have wanted one of these ever since you were a child. It's basically a badge of honor for attorneys. Don't cry, Cutberth. Sorry. Anyway, keep one thing in mind. If you try to offend her, the Inquisition isn't going to fight you fairly. Our court system only exists to create the illusion of justice. They hate people like us, and they will do everything in their power to sabotage us. Damn it. You knew that they'd be trying to get in your way, but you didn't expect them to do it this blatantly. What's up with all this noise? You're the knight from the tavern. That's Commander Orim for White to you, kid. I have felt Timora will be sniffing around this case. But I didn't expect her to send a kid to do her dirty work. Commander, he says he wants to talk with the mage. And she got a right to an attorney, doesn't she? Well, she hasn't been processed. Commander White looks confused for a moment. What the hell of kind of bullshit are you trying to pull? Let him through, you idiot. Yes, sir. The knight leads you through the hall of the diner. For something built in the capital, it looks extremely old and decrepit. You pick up the negative emotion of the prisoner nearby. It's heavy and almost crushing. You have always avoided crowded places because of how sensitive you are to the people's thoughts. You never felt this much concentration of despair as before. Oh, it's you! Letty is lying on the cold floor of one of the dungeon cells, but she immediately gets up as soon as she sees you. What are you doing here? Mr. Immortal told me about what happened to your father. I'm sorry. I just don't understand. I don't understand any of this. Why would someone do this? And why are they blaming me for it? I'm not sure about the details, but it's clear that there were elements of magic involved in what happened. But they're arresting you based on that evidence can only conclude one thing. Celeste, you're a mage, aren't you? She's horrified for me for finding out something so obvious. She's a mage because she dresses weirdly. That's the gist of it. There are no sense in handling it anymore. Yes, I'm a mage. Do you have noble blood? Of course not. Why would you say that? But the ability to use magic is hereditary. Most mages tend to have some kind of noble blood. Honestly, I don't like thinking about that. I'm the daughter of Jolene and Flintheart McCoy. That's all I need to know about myself. That would probably be the best not to push the matter further. Anyway, you've probably been arrested because you're a mage. What? A crime was committed using magic and you're the only mage around at the time. Is that the only reason? I only know how to cast one spell. The Inquisition doesn't care about the truth. They only care about closing their cases. So your case is being pushed to trial. You're going to be brought before the judge within an hour. What? No one told me anything. Damn it, they weren't even planning to tell her. If you will have me, I'll like to be your defense counsel for the trial. I forgot that you were an attorney. Would you really do that for me? After everything I have seen them do, I can't just stand by and do nothing. But they are part of the kingdom. Do we have a chance? It's hopeless. So that's a man, king, or god. I won't let them do anything to you. What? So, sorry, I just something I have a habit of saying. Nah, don't apologize. I really appreciate you're doing this. I feel that her interest is bittersweet for her. But because of the Inquisition delays, you haven't had time to investigate the crime scene. You were confident before, but you begin to doubt whether or not you can really do this. No matter what happened, you'll acquit Celeste. A courtroom? I'm in a real courtroom. Actually, entering the court will take you a lot of wind into... You've never been here as an attorney before. You've only been acting as Mr. Moral's assistant. She's 18? The woman on the prosecutor's bench is staring at you. Mr. Morrow mentioned her before you went to see Celeste. What was her name again? I think it was Arya Stillone. Who is she staring you down? Is she trying to intimidate you? Because it's working. Court is now in session for the trial of Celeste McCoy. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is also ready, Your Honor. He doesn't necessarily sound very ready. Regardless, let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Stillwin, please lead the charges. The defendant is Celeste McCoy, a mercenary for hire and a registered maid. Wait, did they just say mercenary? Yeah, I had to take up a job after my family turn was shut down. Alright. Don't let that the first occupation you choose. He's charged with second-degree murder and allegedly misuse of arcane arts. I see. So there was magic involved? Yes, the crime occurred within the McCoy Tavern, a local inn that shuts down years ago. The local reports hearing a lot of no commotion coming from within the building. Hours later, a car's drive that was nearby checked the disturbance. It was then that he found the victim. The defendant was still impaled his dead body. The Inquisition has provided an autopsy report and a record of the sword. What was the defendant's relation with the victim? I see that they share the same last name. The defendant and the victim's daughter, but not by blood. She was allowed into the family when she was an infant. Her birth parents are currently unknown. I see. What's the unfortunate turn of events? Witness, please state your name and occupation for the court. My name is Orin Ward, the commander of the Arcane Inquisition. Orin, would you please testify about the details of the Inquisition investigation? Yeah. You got a call late at night. Someone discovered a dead body inside of the McCoy Tavern. When we arrived to the scene, we found Flintheart McCoy dead on the floor. The defendant's sword was still inside of him. There are several witnesses who heard the victim and the defendant in a loud argument before the body was discovered. The argument must have been turned ugly because the defendant killed the victim using her magic sword. Oh. One of her possessions is the murder weapon. You may begin your cross-examination. You open your mouth to respond, but nothing comes out. You can't think of anything to say. Everything is blank. Hey, what are you doing? This is the part where you say something, right? I'm sorry, I don't... The state is just getting worse. And your breath are becoming more and more desperate. Are you hyperventilating? What a disappointment. I was hoping to fight against the infamous Robin Immortal today, but it's clear you can't even hold a candle to her. Your Honor, it's clear that the defense has nothing to say against the prosecution over having evidence, yet that seems pretty open and shut. No, wait. This isn't what's supposed to happen. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I couldn't acquit Prey. She was found guilty. What? But that means... Are they going to execute her? No, not again. Are you surely going to let that happen again? Yeah, no, he looks super normal. Like, he is like, there's like, let me see. Tyrion Cutberth, who has like an armor and you know, and fire like coming out of their hair, and then there's Bob, and that's our character, Bob. You need to calm down. Her gaze comes focused on despite the gravity of the situation, but she looks stern and not angry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop, just listen to me. You know what to do, right? Just do it the same way you play chess. What? I don't know, you were just so calm and focused when you were playing before. No matter how close I got to beating you, you already knew how to stay calm and win. So just channel the feeling and look at the pieces. That doesn't make any sense, and yet, you take a moment to focus and let everyone else disappear from the world. Every statement that he made, every word that came out of his mouth, each of these is a possible weakness that you can attack. Every bleak moment can be turned around, you just need to consider it every angle. My apologies for the delay, Your Honor. The defense is ready to begin the cross-examination of the witness. Very well. Thank God that works. Well, that's manipulative. Carefully examine every statement he made and find something that corrects the evidence in your note. Once you do that, present the contradiction evidence and prove that your testimony is false. The testimony is false. Okay, I got to a call late night. Someone discovered a dead body and said, okay, let me check something. Okay. At what time did you get this call and who discovered the body? The call was 1:55 a.m. As for the witness who discovered it, he wanted to remain incognito. It's not just for a witness to be anonymous. It's well within their right. But this could be a lot easier if I could question the witness directly. Okay, press. How do you know that the sword was my client? The sword is made out of some kind of special alloy. It thinks it was forged out to the country or something. It'd be hard to mistake something like that. She may not afford to hide it in public. Quite the contrary, she was quite proud of showing it off. But even if the sword belonged to my guy, it doesn't necessarily mean that she was the one who stabbed him. Well, yeah, well... How did they know it was my client the victim that were arguing? You were there, weren't you? You had to heard them too. Every witness we talked heard about it. Even he should be recognized their voice. Well, they got you there. That's conjecture. Weren't there plenty of people around who had committed the crime? The tower has been closed for years. The defendant... Okay. Okay. I think it has to be there. Okay, what could it be? Oh, I know. The sword.
Objection!
Remember, you suspect the victim was still using the defendant's magical sword. Am I correct? Yeah, pretty obvious that when you look at the crime scene. I think I'd actually have to disagree with you on that. The defendant's sword couldn't have possibly been the murder weapon. What are you talking about, kid? The sword was inside his body. Of course that's what killed him. That may be the case, but take a look at the autopsy report. It said that the fatal wound had heavy traces of magic. So how could not a non-magical sword leave traces of magic on the body? What? To leave the trace like that, the wound would have to have been created without something magical. Right? Oh, so I'm doing like magical tracing. My god. My client magical sword may look fancy and expensive, but it's entirely mundane. That doesn't make a lick of sense. If the sword didn't kill him, why was it in his body? This found that quite strange as well. But there's only one reasonable explanation, Your Honor. The wand was created magically, and someone shoved the sword into the wand afterwards. What the hell are you talking about? The defendant is damn mage. He could have easily killed with the victim using magic. That may be commander. But why would she kill the victim using magic that then stabbed him with her sword? She should have been incriminated herself. No, if anything, this series of events proves one thing. Someone used magic to kill the victim. And then they pushed my client's sword into the wound to frame her.
Objection!
Don't get ahead of yourself. Give me a second. Don't get ahead of yourself. What? Your Honor, the defense is trying to spin the facts in his favor. He claimed that the third party committed the crime and used the sword to frame the defendant. But couldn't the simple explanation be this? Magic was being channeled through the sword at the time of death. That is, what's left of the magical trace on their body. Commander, please tell me the defense how the murder weapon was committed using the crime. What? Alright. I think I see where you're going with this. Yes. It's true that the sword itself isn't magical, but the magic can still be channeled through it. The defendant over there, her spell companion, has a spell called Mage Blade. She may have used it on her sword before stabbing the victim. That spell is the reason why there is trace of transmutation magic in the wound. So, her spell companion contains a spell called Mage Blade. Spell companion is a magical device that lists every spell a mage can cast. Luckily, Celeste companion only contains one spell. That means she can only cast one spell. Well, you know. If you can look at the description on the Mage Blade, you'll have to approach it another way. The commander's testimony was a lot vague this time. You can press his testimony, you may be able to find information that you can use against him. Okay. Are you saying that you can use spell and channel it through her sword? There's a very vast number of spells that can press like that. Those from the School of Transmutation are almost always channeled through an object. Mage Blade? It's a transmutation spell that sharpens my sword. I usually use it when I need to cut through an enemy plate armor. I didn't realize that led such a lethal life. But anyway, shouldn't it be excessive for the defendant to use a spell that on the victim? Okay, the victim and the defendant were an intense argument. Perhaps she used the spell in a fit of rage. It was a crime of passion after all. That theory is a little far-fetched, but you need to hard evidence if you want to disapprove it. I still don't have it. But why? Why would she go to the trouble of doing that? Her soul alone would have been enough to commit the murder. Major was looking for an excuse to throw their power around. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Okay. We don't need to understand why the defendant did what she did. The fact that matters is the magic was present at the crime scene. Do you have any evidence to the contrary? Okay. There's a spell like that. Wouldn't that create a damage on the ground? Also, well, let's say we follow the persecution theory. It will mean that the victim fell to the ground with a sword still inside him. At this point, Mage Blade will still be active, right? And I wouldn't have a magical trace on the ground after making a physical contact with it. Already way ahead of you. We have our people scan the crime scene. And we found traces of transmutation magic right under the body, just like you said. Oh, you still don't believe me? I got a picture of the crime scene right now. Oh, why was the picture not brought in my attention? There was no need. The entire case is open and shut. You have been seen pictures of the dead before, but it feels different than the body of someone you knew. Yeah. But this shape is a little weird, isn't it? What was just now? Oh. Give me one moment. I'm. Oh shit. Give me one moment. Give me one moment. I am. I need to do a pit stop. Give me a moment. Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. Anyway, there's a photo. Right, this photo does show that she was stabbed. From the front. Hmm. Hmm. What seems wrong here? I can't see anything that's wrong. One of those things that probably in the future I would say, huh, it was there all along, but I didn't see it. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. There's something completely wrong here in the autopsy.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Commander White, but it seems like you present another glaring contradiction. Oh yeah, what's that? You said that your client stabbed by the victim from the front. Am I correct? Yeah, I can see it plain in the picture. So what's the contradiction? That's the thing, Commander. Your picture clearly shows the victim was stabbed from the front. Ah, Chip Pearson, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Okay. What?
Objection!
You were supposed to release everything that you had. Why wasn't this photo given to me? There was no need. There was no way I could have been anyone other than the damn mage. It doesn't matter how corrupt the justice system was. They would have able to corrupt such a blatant incompetence. You have them right there where you want them. Order in the court. Why are they saying that? I tell you what's the meaning of behind this, my core honor. The Tootsie reporter stated the victim died from a stab wound originating from the back, but this photo clearly shows that the sword entered from his front. This can only mean one thing: the sword has inserted into the body after the fatal wound has already been created. It's crazy. Do you honestly expect us to believe that? Then please enlighten me, Commander White. How else could the sword be facing the opposite way? Do you honestly think my client stabbed the victim with the hilt of his sword? I didn't think so. What really happened is clear. The real murderer struck the sword through the victim's wound to implicate my client. But they made a careless mistake and struck the sword through the opposite side.
Objection!
It appears that I underestimated you, Mr. Cutberth. Don't worry, Dredd. It's okay. I haven't been streaming a lot, so YouTube. But you'll still go ahead of yourself. Really, Mr. Stillwind? I believe that Mr. Cutberth has adequately cast doubt on your case. Oh, did he now? Then let me ask you one question, Mr. Cutberth. If your client didn't kill Mr. Flintheart McCoy, who did? How should I know? If I'm not mistaken, it's the commander just to figure that out. Oh, I'm well aware of the commander's incompetence. But one fact still stands. There was magic detected on the wound and the sword. Would you like for me to tell you how many mages live in that small town? You don't like where this is going. Just one. There's only one resistant mage in the entire town. And that mage is your client. What? The defendant was also established to have been with the victims hours before the death. She was the last known person with him, and she was the only mage there. In addition to that, I have several witnesses who have heard them argue it. I'm not playing yaoi! Shut up! Oh, she was more than victim, simply an unanswered question. I see. That's clearly does change matters. I can see that the prosecution evidence is irrefutable. But there is still evidence that cast guilt upon the defendant. Damn it, I almost had them. There are far too many unanswered questions for me to pass up already. We will give the law enforcement time to clear these nouns. I suggest that they conduct the investigation more thoroughly this time. We'll resume this trial tomorrow morning. Court is adjourned. Grunkles. Hello, Cutberth. As you walk to the courtroom with Celeste, you're greeted with Miss Timora. Miss Timora, you're here. You recall you have froze up during the crisscross examination. You feel a little ashamed to your mentor saw all of that. Well, at the end of the day, you were able to pull it together. And once you did that, you performed adequately. On that note, I want to give you this. Okay. For the duration of the spell, the edge of the sword of the object usually applied become unnaturally sharp, making it more effective at slashing through material. While under the effect of the spell, the object emits a yellow-green glow. The target object must be no larger than a 5-foot cube. I was swiped it from the dining area before the Inquisition arrived. I thought it'd be the best if you have it. So this is your spell compendium. It only has one spell. Mage Blade. This means that the prosecution has proved that Celeste used that specific spell. It will restrict how they approach this case, which gives you an edge over them. But the prosecution is really something else. You mean the prosecution still win? I still can't remember her reaping glare. Gives you chills just thinking about it. You wouldn't even know it, but this was also her first trial. Really? I thought her inexperience would make for a good first opponent. But that girl, she's a natural in the courtroom. It makes me wonder why Stillwind would choose to become an attorney in the first place. What do you mean? The Stillwinds are a powerful noble family. The noble family is one of the few who answered to the king. Most members of the house take high-ranking position of the kingdom's military. So it's a bit strange that she chose to become a prosecutor despite all that. Stillwind. I feel like I have heard it somewhere before. In any case, well, I mean, if you heard it before, it's because it's like part of the most important family, right? In any case, it's best that you focus on the trial. You have about a day until court resumes. Right, now that I have time, I'd like to ask you some questions, Celeste. Namely about the argument you had with your father. Oh. Is it that bailiff staring daggers at Celeste? It's like they're waiting to take her back to herself. Whatever quest you had to do will have to wait. I should probably go. Celeste walks away while avoiding eye contact with you, bringing up the argument with may have struck a nerve. I'll use this opportunity to investigate the crime scene. I wouldn't be able to surprise them if the Inquisition missed something. You utterly embarrass them today. Don't expect them to make the same mistake twice. Right. There's still a lot of things we don't know about. As much as I hate to admit it, your skill of deduction far surpasses mine. If anything can figure out what really happened that night, is you. Well, so far, I have to say that it goes really fast. You arrived to the McCoy Tower. Luckily for you, the Inquisition set up a teleportation circle for you to use. With the circle, you could magically teleport between the capital and the crime scene instantaneously. It's definitely miles better than having to travel by carriage. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? Commander White takes notice of you and enters the tower. I'm the defense attorney in this case. I can't just have much right to investigate the crime scene as you do. Yeah, whatever. Just remember, I got my eye on you, kid. The Inquisition lit some candles, but there's some magical lamp right there. I wonder why they have not used it yet. There's a modern looking lamp mounted on the wall. This lamp is powered by artificery. I didn't expect to find something so sophisticated in a town like this. But artificery is just another form of magic. Actually, artificery draws from surrounding ley lines too. I didn't ask for a science lesson, kid. Anyway, look where the artificer got these pots. Their clean power cell broke and they haven't had any power for weeks. Yep, nothing can beat good old oil and flame. From painting of a man in a suit, there's some text on it. Adam Evilite, politician of the pedantic. I heard of this guy. He's some kind of politician from one of the nation's west here. I heard he's pretty much a shoo-in doing whatever election they have going on there. An election? Was Finland studying democracy for his little revolution? It's a painting of a mage, and there's some text on it. Somalia Ducklin, a legendary practitioner of the arcane arts. He mysteriously disappeared one day. Rumored that he was developing a program for a new transmutation spell. However, he was regularly casting the spell, and Ducklin quickly lost control of the magic. His body was never found. Many speculate that he didn't actually die during the incident. But if that's true, where did he end up? So like cautionary tale us to use magic. Can I explain why Phil Hart keeps it in the tavern? There's a chalk outline of a person in the ground of the tavern. This is probably where Finland died. The outline matches the picture of the Inquisition too. There's nothing out of place. I was wondering if I could ask you some questions about the case. If I helped the likes of you, I saw who your boss is and I know what you're up to. But I'm just looking for some information. A likely story. He was cooperating when he let you see Celeste. Why is he being so stubborn now? Is he angry that you embarrassed him in the court today? In any case, you won't get anywhere at this rate. If you want his help, you need to persuade him through an argument. Psychological profile. It helps you prepare before starting an argument with someone. Talk to Orium or present items to him to build a psychological profile for him. You succeed through the profile, you will receive more information during the argument against him. What do you think of this? I don't know. What you're expecting to say? Not much to say about that. The Dossier Rebel seems to be pretty retail in some aspects and vague in others. Why is that? I'm not sure about the details, but the autopsy is performed by mage who study divination. The magic gives details about how someone dies, but there's always a few blind spots. Blind spots like what? Well, for one thing, if someone mucks around with the body after death, the report becomes muddled. Divination magic can tell what happened to that body, but not in what order and at what time. But someone definitely stabbed Twinskar with Celeste's sword. What happens if he's saying is true, it will be a ton much harder to figure out the kind of weapon origin to kill him. Let me see. What do you think about this? I don't know what you're expecting me to say. Never seen a real spell combo before. I'm not exactly sure how they work. Well, it's good. Right, having the information is really a blessing for the defense and the prosecution. This place has been without power for weeks. I wonder if there's any information I can infer from that. They've been using candles to keep the place lit. This is really what you can't rely on magic. So what does the Arcane Inquisition do exactly? You're trying to pick a fight with me? No, I'm just genuinely curious. Well, I'm sure you already know, but as Inquisition investigation crimes that involve magic. Do crimes like this happen often? Nah, maybe once in a blue moon. It makes sense, most mages are in the nobility after all. Even if they were untouchable, they don't make a habit of getting into trouble with them at all. You must have an easy job then. The only reason we exist is to clean up the nobility's mess. So doesn't seem that happy about that. No matter what, you seem to speak negatively about my client's magic. Do you have a personal grudge against mages? You're damn right I do. Wow, he didn't even try to deny it. If you had any sense, you would do. All mages have to do is wave their hands and say magic nonsense. Then you suddenly have a dead body on the ground. And don't get me started on mage blight. Some nobles use their magic too much, they end up snapping and going on a rampage. I don't know if that's going too far, but why shouldn't they consider if you hate mages so much? Consider the fact that my job is to sweep the nobility crimes under the rug? Sorry, I didn't mean that it was... No, you have to rewrite of it. Anytime a noble is involved in a case, I'm ordered to look at the other way. He doesn't seem very happy about to do that. Why would you stay in the line of work? Because every once in a while, I'm allowed to put a criminal mage behind bars. You can go after nobles, but any other mage is fair game. Or at least, they were before your boss showed up. Your boss does... He doesn't like Timora. I had to... Did something happen between you and Miss Timora? Miss Timora. What are you here? Her lucky or something? No, actually, she's my guardian. Oh, I didn't know she ever had a... Look, kid, I don't know what the deal is between you two, but no good will ever come from association with her. This is about the rumors, isn't it? For the years, there have been certain insidious rumors around Miss Timora. She's been accused of forgery, blackmail, and all manners of illegal activities. It's clear misinformation spread by nobility to discredit her. She's always been fine with it, but you can't help but get angry on her behalf. It's more than just rumor, I have seen it myself. That woman is evil, kid. The defense mages who don't have the protection of the nobility. She's not evil, he's a hero. Yeah, whatever. Commander White seems unusually hostile toward you, and you have the feeling it's not just because you just embarrassed him in court today. If you're clearly the messenger, you might be able to convince him to help you. Okay, alright, I'm just going to come out and say, do you have a problem with me, Commander White? Commander White is stubborn and stuck in his way. He seems to have a grudge against Ruby Timora, and will react negatively if you try to defend her. However, he will respect you if you defend yourself against personal attacks. You should know what my problem is with you. I saw how you work. Do I have to spell it out for you? Ruby Timora is a crook lawyer. Okay, eloquation in argument. Arguments are not always fought using hard evidence. Sometimes you need to eloquate To convince your opponent that their claims are wrong. When proved for an elocution, choose from one of 3 possible responses. The correct response can be gleaned from reading your opponent's psychological profile. Okay, rationalize, I guess. Doesn't matter how you feel about me or Miss Timora. What matters is that my claim deserves a fair trial with fair representation. And I'm trying to do it to give it to her. I've seen that woman do all kind of shady shit in the cases I've worked. Forgery, bridal, blackmail, you name it. You're just another crook. I'm not Ruby Timor. Regardless of what you've seen her do, I'm going to run an honest case. It doesn't matter if the rumors are true or not. Regardless of what you have seen her do, I'm going to run this honest case. Look, kid, I like nothing more than believe you. But after everything I've seen her do, I know better. I have no reason to trust you. Nothing that I have done has given you any reason to suspect. Right now, I'm just a defense attorney that's asking you for information. Nothing that I have done has given you any reason to suspect me. He's good with words. You just want some info, right? Yes, that's all I'm asking for. Alright, I'll answer your question. Just don't make me regret this. Probably goes without saying, but I don't believe that the sword is the murder weapon. Right, I guess you have a proof that someone else put the sword there. Didn't Inquisition find anything suspicious on the scene? You're asking if we found another bloody weapon lying around? We definitely didn't. This was another weapon the killer probably walked out with. Do you think they could have hidden it somewhere in the tavern? Not it. After the threat, Stillwind turned the place upside down and skied with her magic. If someone did hide a murder weapon, they're hidden well. On the hidden place side. I can't believe you made such an obvious mistake during the investigation. Oh, shut it up with that. I already got an earful from Stillwind about the mess. But you don't have to worry about me mucking things up. Stillwind basically taking over the entire investigation. Wait, does she have the authority to do that? Normally, she wouldn't, but I know better than go against orders from a noble. Right, there's definitely a strange power dynamic between them. But honestly, that girl sweets the details too much. She even had my men draw up a scale map of the crime scene. Wait, really? Do you have a copy? Sure, knock yourself out. Don't know how much good it will do to you. I heard that this was Prosecutor Stillwind's first trial. She must be pretty talented if that's true. A pain in the ass is what she is. That damn novel comes in here telling me how to do my job? I honestly have no idea what she's even doing in this line of work. I heard that she's from a renowned noble house. She must be a pretty powerful maid. Powerful is an understatement. The Stillwinds who come before her could turn entire towns into glassy craters. What? There's no... People keep seeing you here, they're going to start asking questions. Leave the investigation to me. All you have to do is stay quiet until the trial is over. Okay. They seem to be in a kind of argument. Enough, I will do as I see fit. You may be a Stillwind, but this is my land. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're the defense attorney from the trial. I am. I'm sorry, but who... Ah, how rude of me. My name is Lord Garrick Pierce, the ruling noble of the land. As the ruling noble, I suppose I should thank you for playing your role in the current trial, as misguided as it may be. I suppose that you also think my client is guilty? It does not matter what I think. His entire scandal has done nothing but rile up the common folk. Magic is a gift for the nobility and the nobility alone. It is a symbol of the aristocracy and our divine right to rule. And now that bastard child has tainted the symbol of the public eye, all of that has nothing to do with her. She's just an innocent woman who was wrapped up in all of this. Even if she's innocent, the charge has been laid and made public. Someone must have taken the fall, lest the public accuse the justice system of corruption. They're saying that she should be found guilty even if she's innocent. What else do you suppose will happen if she's acquitted? All the public will see a mage going free despite a yard of evidence. That alone will be enough to cause a public outrage. Tension between aristocracy and common folk are high enough as it is. Which one is what is one insignificant girl when compared to the rest of the Great Kingdom? That's enough. Stop antagonizing him, Pierce. I can't repeat what he said, but I don't agree with it. What? Decisions should be based on truth and justice, not on public opinion. And why are you working against my client? Do you honestly think she's the kind of person that will kill her father? Doesn't matter what the kind of person she appears to be. The evidence clearly point to her as the only possible killer. But you should fight according to your own desires. It gets hard to read the woman. Return to the dungeon to speak with Celeste, but when you check the cell, it was being kept, you see it's empty. There must be questioning her. I should come back late. Okay, guest rooms. Okay, Man. I have to admit that I might be a bit reaching my end of the rope, which is weird because I haven't slept today. Okay, I forgot what I was thinking. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I sleep all the time. Oh, Cutberth, you're back already. But I guess I'm just a little lost about where to go next. But I suppose I can give you some guidance this time. As you know, sometimes it's helpful to speak with someone about the investigation. One character will almost always be able to assist you. Okay, let's see. Where should I go next, Mr. Mora? Well, you haven't really gone anywhere. You should really head to the crime scene. Right, of course. You shouldn't really find anything about you. So I just thought I'd check with you first. I can call you. Okay. Oh wait, what's this? I didn't notice it. There's a broken bottle on the floor. It's shattered. The label has a word, lotus juice on it. I never heard of that brand before. Must be foreign. There's no obvious evidence on Earth. Hey, you okay? You got all quiet all the time. Alright, just focus. Close your eyes and let everything else disappear from the world. Hey, you listening? So there's no clear evidence pointing to another killer. There is, however, evidence pointing to how Flintcart moved before his death. What can we tell about how Flintcart died? There's no blood spilled trail to or from the body. What does this imply about the location of Flintcart's death? After let me check. Let me see. Flintcart didn't move during the murder, maybe. Flintcart died where he was attacked. He didn't move from his position at all. Yeah, I guess you're right. There's also an autopsy report which says that he died from a stab from behind. He was probably caught off guard and was incapable to move anywhere else. It means that the attack happened at the exact position he fell. Boom. That didn't mean anything, but the shutter button is right next to his body. Killer? Flintcart dropped the bottle during the attack. Flintcart dropped the bottle when he was attacked. From that, we can infer that he was holding it the moment before he was attacked. What's so strange about the one bottle? It might seem like an insignificant detail, but the test could help me inform more. Alright. Were the candles here when you arrived at the crime scene, Nori? No, we had light some so we could see the crime scene. What can we infer from the state of the crime scene? So what? They didn't light any candles to make up for the broken light. Yeah, I guess I could just do that, but I want to stream more. I guess it's going to be a short stream because man, I can't hold myself. The crime scene had no lighting during the murder. The crime scene had no lighting during the murder. The argument that Celeste had with Flinkar must have been spontaneous. They weren't planning to have a conversation in this room. In this dark, Flinkar wouldn't have a lot of visibility. If he was struck from behind, they probably didn't see it coming. I was clearly surprised and was probably too much of a shock to run away. Also, the bottle may be seemingly insignificant, but he was holding it when he was attacked. Maybe he was pouring a drink for himself, or maybe it was for a visitor. Either way, the silence must have been unseen by Flinkar. Or the silent attack from his blind spot while his back was turned. What would he back was turned? Kid, what? What are you talking about? Sir, said I just get lost in my own thoughts. Yeah, I'll cut it down. You're freaking me out. Right. Anyway, you think you found everything here. You should move somewhere else. Oh, hi, Cutberth. There's no need to address me so much. Just call me Tyrion. Okay. Anyway, I come here to ask you some question about the case. Right. I don't know what you mean, Red. That seems so weird. Oh, fuck. I also lost us that trial. Oh no, there's no need to apologize. You did great, but it was only thanks to her. She had calmed you down. Who knows what would happen? But still, I don't understand though. Why were there are traces of magic on my dad's body? Alright, traces of magic on the... Magical traces are... Yeah, I guess I have to stop. I can't. My body is killing me. I think I will just go to sleep. As much as I want to continue, I can't continue like this. I am literally just like going at the edge. I guess I should start streaming in the morning. Yeah. I enjoyed the game. It's very whatever. Fuck. Well done. Let me check something before leaving. I don't even want to raid anyone. I'm okay with this. Guys, see you later. I just wanna go to sleep right now. Good night.